So blowout tapers are so popular right now. First, we gotta understand the shape that we're trying to achieve. So the shape that we're trying to get a blowout taper is a flared out shape, okay? So every single stroke that we do is gonna go for that same shape. We're not gonna dig into his hair and do this shape right here, because guess what? That's not gonna achieve the blowout look. In order to get that blowout look, we have to, guess what? Tilt it out like that, okay? So every single stroke that we do is gonna be tilting out. Second thing that we have to know when you're doing a blowout taper is the ear cannot be too short. If it's too short, then that means we're not gonna be able to achieve a smooth transition to the length that we need. For example, we need to get this length around what he already has right now. So if we do a 1 here, that means we have to blend in the 1 to a 1 from here to here. You can't. It's not possible. Like, you just cannot do it. So if someone says, hey, I want a blowout taper, but I don't want it too long on the ear, then it's your job as a barber to be like, well, then maybe you probably don't want a blowout taper, because I cannot give you a 1 in the ear and a blowout taper at the same time, because then you're giving me this much space to blend from the 1 to this, and it's just not gonna happen no matter how good you are. The taper itself, I like to start my tapers around the top of the ear with the 0 line and then blend it into whatever they have on top. And like I said, every single thing that you're doing, we're gonna achieve that blowout look. See these hairs? That is the blowout look. So let's get right into it. We're gonna go right here to the top of the ear. Okay, we're gonna give it a little curve. And I'm flicking out. I'm not creating a hard line. Second step, we're gonna go 1/2 inch higher with our no guard lever all the way open, okay? And we're gonna give it a tiny little curve. Now halfway. Okay, now all the way close, we're gonna get rid of that 0 line at the bottom, and it's very, very faint already. Why? Because we flicked out properly. We're gonna get our 1.5 guard, and we're gonna go up 1/2 inch. Actually, we're not gonna go up 1/2 inch. We're actually gonna go up 1 full inch. Okay? We're gonna get this hair out of the way. Only some of it, not all of it. Why am I only doing some of it? Well, like I said in one of my other videos, I want this to connect. So in order for me to keep it connected, I need to understand that I don't wanna go higher than this. Because if I go higher than this, then all this hair is gonna be short. And then when this hair comes over, it's gonna create a disconnection. I personally don't want to disconnect it. He doesn't want his hair disconnected. He wants it connected. So I'm just moving some of the hair out of the way because it's a little too much, and I'm gonna keep some still in here. So this is how I'm gonna do it. And now I'm gonna get my comb, and I'm just gonna make sure it blends in straight to my fade. And guess what I'm doing? I'm going in and then I'm flicking it out. I'm getting these straight hairs. And look, it still looks connected. Now I'm just gonna clean it up. I'm gonna go over the same thing that I just did with my 1.5 guard lever open. Just gonna go over it. Okay, now I just want to make sure that this C cup is going to be dark, so I'm going to do a C cup right now. You can do whatever fading method you want to do. Everybody for some reason wants to learn shear work, so we're going to teach shear work in this video. And everybody for some reason only wants to use the 1.5 guard and the half guard. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna teach you guys what you guys wanna see. I personally don't think you should be doing 1.5 to half guard if you're not experienced, but if that's what you guys wanna see, I'm a man of the people. So in order for you to blend in properly from the 0.5 guard to the 1.5 guard, you need to understand that you need to apply less pressure as you're on the head, because this half guard is gonna act as a 1 guard, so it can blend smoothly into the 1.5 guard. And once you create that smooth blend into the 1.5 guard, you can apply a little more pressure, right? And then it'll actually be a 1.5 guard. So let me explain. So since we're skipping the 1 guard, I'm gonna apply less pressure with my 0.5 guard, and I'm gonna barely touch that line. And look at how it's actually blending out, right? Keep in mind, I'm not trying to get rid of this line yet. I'm just trying to blend it into the 1.5 guard that we just did. Don't neglect this part right here. You want to keep the same shape. And being able to cut hair well, fast, good, is just being able to identify dark spots, how to blend them out, okay? So where are the dark spots? Well, I see a little dark spot right here and a little dark spot here. So I'm just gonna get it with the corner of my teeth so everything can blend out smoother. Okay, so now I'm gonna keep the lever open and I'm gonna apply a little more pressure so I can soften this line up. Now I'm actually using this as a 0.5 guard. I'm not using it as a 1 guard anymore. And look at how that blend in is so smooth without me touching my lever at all. Now, is it the perfect blend? No, that's why we have our lever. It's called lever play. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the same spots and I'm gonna lever play, gonna close it, gonna open it, gonna close it. And I'm not doing it just to like close it and open it. I'm actually doing it because I think I need to open and close it. Now I'm closing it all the way. Like this. Lever play is 100% something that every barber needs to master, but it comes from experience more than just from watching videos. So next time you cut someone's hair, I highly suggest you start lever playing with your clipper, experimenting what works, what doesn't work, trying to identify these dark spots that need you to open up the clippers and close down the clippers as needed. I'm gonna use my thinning shears to make sure that the 1.5 and the long hair blend in smoothly. And well, how do I do that? Well, first I gotta understand, why don't they blend in smoothly? They don't blend in smoothly because, if I can grab it, this hair is too short. Come real quick. This is why they don't blend in smoothly. You see how short the hair is here? It goes like this. It goes straight, 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 and then out. That's what they don't blend smoothly. So what do we have to do? We have to soften all this line up, but we got to keep the length. So how do we do that? Thin it out. I just really want to emphasize that I shouldn't have grabbed the hair from the middle of the head because it's not going to go anywhere near the sides. That's actually going to go laid towards the front. So the reason why I grabbed it is just to show an over exaggeration of what the hair looks like when it doesn't blend in properly. But really the only hair that we're really trying to focus on is the white arrows. I just really want to make sure that's clear, and I hope I didn't confuse you guys. It wasn't my intent to confuse. It was actually my intent to illustrate it even better, to see how it looks like when there's too much bulk or when it doesn't blend in properly. So all I'm gonna try to do here is just thin it out as I go up. This is the dark spot that I'm trying to get, and I'm trying to blend this to the top. So I'm gonna start there, and I'm gonna keep going all the way up. We are almost at the end of the video, and I know I said there was gonna be shears or scissors tutorial at the end, and the video was just gonna be way too long, but I promise I will upload a shears and scissors tutorial. And I never ever ask for likes or subscribes or anything like that, but it actually does help out a lot if you guys leave a like. If you guys are learning something, I hope I am teaching you guys something. And like I said at the beginning of the video, being a successful barber is not only about cutting hair. So if you want to learn how to become a successful barber, that has nothing to do with cutting hair, think about joining our Skool program. The price goes up Thanksgiving Day, so join now. And take some out. You can literally do that. Look at all that weight taken out.
You get like a hotel, but I don't have 50 miles. Just like we were just talking about. 20 miles. Then more likely there's some sort of...
The only thing is when you go in there and do that, you don't want to do too many snips. Like you want to do 1, 2 snips and then get out. When you're doing this, you can do as many as you want. Okay. Now we're gonna get our other shears and we're gonna target specific dark spots that we see.
It could be multiple layers when it comes to fear, but those people typically susceptible. People have certain. You start relying more on them. Sometimes they can get into your head.
And that's how we do a blowout low taper.